Hi, this is Coach Adam,
and Jacob.
and these are some of our favorite catching drills for the baseball offseason. Hope you enjoy them. All right, getting started, we start off with our medicine balls as we do with a lot of our other warm-up drills. Again, just to get them warmed up, so overhead toss here. Next, we're getting into a block with a pop-up. So slide it, blocking out in front in the center of the plate, and then off to each side, popping up as if you're going to throw down to second base. This medicine ball is probably just a touch heavy for him. It's a 6-pound medicine ball, but anything really just to get him warmed up is fine. Next we move into our duck walks, so starting at home plate and then just getting in the catcher position, moving down some length in that catcher's squat, so it gives them a nice burn in their legs if you do this far enough and long enough. So we do it to the length of the basement a couple, 2-3 times, and by then he's pretty good and warm. And then we do pretty much the same thing, a duck walk, but with a block in between each step. So we just walk to each cone and then do a get in our blocking position. Then we do some lateral blocking here. So start with the right knee down, push off on the left leg into that block position, get to the end, and switch it up, go the opposite direction. Then we start on some of our receiving drills. So this one is just kind of a rapid fire. I just chuck balls at him and he's got a barehanded catch them. I at the beginning just start by throwing balls pretty much just right down the middle. Then as you can see here, we transition into low pitches, or at least I try to make them low without bouncing them in there, so he can work on framing at the bottom half of the zone. So we do a couple, maybe about 10 or a dozen of those. Then we'll switch over to the inside, or the inside and the outside corners, with the same general idea of catching the ball and bringing it to the center. I see a lot with youth players, either they don't frame the ball at all, they just try to catch it, which obviously they're still learning the position, or they try to frame it too much, so they're bringing the ball from a foot off the plate to down the middle. So we try to emphasize just framing it ever so slightly to the edge of the plate, so you don't need to bring it down the middle because that makes it really obvious to the umpires. So just bring it to the edge of where we think the zone is at. So that's what we work on here. We do about 10 to 20 of each part of the zone: low, inside, outside, and we're ending here with high. Then we get into our first blocking drill. So we put a rod behind their arms, because the intention of this drill is really to emphasize that they need to be blocking the ball with their chest, not scooping the balls with their glove. They're used, most of these kids, especially younger kids, are used to playing positions where we just get done telling them to use two hands and just, to get in front of the ball and catch it with their glove. But here we really want to emphasize that, you really just need to get in front of the ball. Your chest needs to be bent over so that you block it, and ideally it's falling right in front of you and you're not deflecting it up or away. So that's what we're working on here. And then towards the end of that drill, I mix in just some strikes or low pitches. He's smiling there because he went down for a block, anticipating the ball in the dirt, and it wasn't. So I try to mix them in here at the end between strikes and blocks. We're going to start moving into framing with the glove now, and he was just kind of showing you the mechanics that you want to do on low balls. So you can see here, I'm going to slow one down here. This is what you do not want to do. So he starts in the middle of the zone, he catches it, and his glove is moving down out of the zone, and then he brings it back into the zone. So that's not how you want to catch it. This is, so he starts with it low, and as he catches that low ball, he catches it and his glove is already coming up into the zone. So that's what you want to do, and he does a pretty good job here with these last 3 or 4 low pitches in doing that. Then we transition into our throwing drills. I start on one knee, just pop up and throw, and then here I'm showing, I think I slowed this one down to show, so you don't want to do this. You don't want to be stepping into the batter's box and so far out in front of the plate. You really want to pop up and get the ball out of your glove as fast as possible with your momentum towards second base instead of, out towards third or into the batter's box. So here he does a really good job. Notice that his front foot is not even on the plate. Now obviously these drills and in-game situations are dependent on the player's age and skill, right? Our 8U players can't make this throw, so we emphasize, getting a good shuffle towards second to make the throw. But the older they get, the more you really don't want to be wasting the time shuffling. You want to pop up and get the ball out of your glove as fast as you can. So that's what I'm starting to work on here with Jake, and he ends up doing a pretty good job on these last few drills. We're transitioning between receiving balls on a knee, popping up and throwing in the catcher squat, and then the last few drills are just throws from his knees, which again, player specific. You're not going to have an 8, 9U, even 10U kid throw kids out from their knees, especially from behind the plate with leadoffs and all that. So more it's just working on mechanics and arm strength and getting him used to a higher level catching for the future with some of these throws, and frankly he just enjoys doing it, so we mix it in. And then we ended up with a little bit of everything combined here. So catcher's position, low ball, block it, pop up, and make a good throw to second base. So kind of a bit of everything we worked on. There's a lot of other catcher drills we work on, but these are some of our favorites. So I hope you enjoyed them. See you next time.